less shots than we normally make when we're going down. You know, we kept our energy, we kept battling, you know, and we just, you know, we kept fighting, and we just we just didn't quite have enough.
Why were the guys so tight offensively?
Oh, I don't think we're tight. I think, you know, it's just one of those nights where, you know, you're not always going to make 50-some% of your shots. And on those nights, you know, it's important to make sure you defend and rebound. And we held them under 45%. We actually had more second chance points than they did, which I think speaks to the effort and how we stayed after it. But it just, you know, it just was uphill all night long. And it's too bad because, you know, as a team, we did a great job with Bryant and, you know, Sean and the guys that covered him, you know, made it tough. And he didn't have a huge night. But, you know, their big guys were a huge factor.
Just a learning experience, Coach. I mean, knowing that the Lakers now, I mean, what you have to do to hang with them.
Well, you know, every game right now we're studying very closely. We need to make sure that you know, our core principles defensively, that we're adhering to them, that we're working on them. Same thing with our offense, and you know, the things that we're really good at, we got to continue to be good at. So you know, it's a tough loss because you know, it's a game that obviously had meaning, but you know, I'm disappointed with the outcome, but not the effort.
Playoff-type atmosphere, is that the way you look at every game here on that, kind of get just prepared for the playoffs?
Well, this is, you know, a team on a point that we get to see, so, you know, they're the champs, so right now it's not about the playoffs, you know, it's about, you know, trying to get the champs, and they came up short tonight, so there's a lot of positive things that we can take, and hopefully we'll get better.
You touched on another question, but
be up there in the standings and continue to get better. So guys in front of us in the standings, and we're trying to pass them. So it is important.
You know, Phil very much, you know, just not putting much importance on one game. Was this game a little different in that way? I mean, just because the team's lost, it's almost like another two games.
It would have been 4 games right now. Yes.
Yeah.
So it adds up. It adds up importance. Yeah, we addressed it yesterday. You know, if we lose the last game that we have against them, we'll be losing 2 games instead of 1, and just like it was tonight in a game. It's same thing. So we came out aggressively. I think we came out focused, and we were able to keep that focus throughout the game pretty much. So it's an important win. No doubt about it.
Do you look at this trip and say, all right, I'm happy we went 3-1, or do you say it could have been 4-0 after those last few minutes in Miami?
Right, it could have been. It's been a 3-1, so it's been a positive trip. I think obviously we're not happy when we lose, especially the game we lost in Miami, we lost it. But I think we beat some very good teams, Antonio, Atlanta, which we won there or didn't win there up in here, and Dallas here, which is another tough one. I think we can be proud of ourselves, but now we have the home stand, and that'll be important to get out of every home game, starting with Orlando next month.
Back-to-back great games. But if you start Roddy, that's what you have to do. You know, as Roddy, you certainly can't muscle with our chest. So you either go a little bigger and not start Roddy, or start Roddy and Jake got to guard our chest. So that's the bind we're in.
What did you see in Roddy tonight in a tough game? Obviously, probably his biggest game he's been in.
Well, you know, he's going to keep working. He's a work in progress. Got to get his legs back, and if you're out for 5 months, you're not going to go from 0 to 100. So he's got to keep on working.
Derek, is it concern you at all right now that they moved within a game behind you in the loss column, or is there still a lot of basketball to be played to be worried about that?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to come down to the last couple of games like every year. So it's only March, we have over a month left. So I think we've got 17, 16, 17 games left. So as far as I'm concerned, it's a little too early. But obviously, you always got to keep one eye on it. But it's going to come down to the last couple of games anyways.
Can you talk about going on the road?
What?
Going on the road.
Yeah, Portland's a tough place to play. They really play well there. The crowd is probably one of the best in the league. But we played well there in the last couple of years. Just won a few games. So,
No worries.
we've been decent on the road all year long, so that's a big game. Golden State is a running team. It's going to be up and down. So, yeah, it should be 2 big games. And back-to-backs are never easy in this league, so hopefully we're ready.
John, I was just praying that when I stood up, my foot was lined up straight. All jokes aside. That's
Done for the season, you're talking?
yes. Yes. Thought I dislocated.
So that changed the way you play?
Well, yeah. I mean, just not really sure how I was going to respond. I was jogging around back there and going out playing a little bit. But okay.
You're used to shooting out 1 foot anyway, so.
There you go. But I usually shoot off the left foot.
Oh.
The one that I hurt. So the one I hit in the corner, I had to put a little more pressure on the right.
What happened back in
I just walked around, just let it settle in. I mean, I turned it in Atlanta and just kept playing and it felt fine. It was a little slower, but came back to me and kind of settle down to see really what the injury was, because it's kind of hard to tell right away. So just walked around a little bit and let it settle in and went back out.
Could you monitor the game in here, because that was a critical point? You go back out there, your teammates still have it very well under control. What was your reaction, during that whole part? I know you were worried about the foot.
We didn't have the game on it.
Okay.
It was just really, we were all pretty scared shitless, to be honest with you, because it looked horrible and it felt worse.
So in terms of sprains, how bad is it?
This is the scariest one I've ever had, no question.
At what point did you feel like it wasn't as bad as your worst fear?
As soon as I stood up, I was excited that my foot was still straight. I'm really,
You mean on the court?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I was happy to see that we still lined up. And then I walked in and said, okay, maybe it's just a sprained ankle. I had to deal with it. And I came back here and just kind of walked around a little bit. The strength felt good. I could push off. And it was a little sore, so I had to stop being a chump. And just suck it up and go out there and play.
It looked like you just landed freakish, but you didn't land in nobody's foot or anything.
Well, the ankle was already weak because I sprained it in Atlanta. So the strength was already weak. Just went.
Coming in here to
now, what's the plan between now and then?
It's just taped up now. It's just it's pretty swollen. It's like a baseball outside of my ankle. But the strength is still good. So even though it looks horrible, I can still push off on it and things like that. So.
You almost had 8 players in double figures. Is this the Lakers? Is this the way you guys are going to get it done? They talk about big three, but is it more of a team effort, or is it just 3?
No. We all contribute. They ain't giving nothing. This is how we should play. Our bench came in pretty sure. Well, Steve came in and made some huge plays, Shane made some big plays. Drew was sensational. So this is
We've been talking about buying him on his trip, and again,
yeah.
I mean this.
Yeah, he looks like he's he's kind of figuring things out.
Yeah, something's happening, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know. He's putting something in the cereal or what. Something's clicking in for him in terms of exactly what we need from him, how to play big down in the post. I mean, he's just. He's been sensational.
Bresnahan, by the way, asked him if he's now the best player on this team. I want you to know that. Bresnahan, Mike Bresnahan here from the LA Times, he asked, and Biden didn't bite. He did not bite.
That's not the crack pipe.
Coming in here to Dallas, was this a playoff feel for you coming in here? You think it was going to be a playoff?
Yeah, it was a big game. I mean, one of the things I wanted to remind the team before we went out is that this is a team that can beat us in the postseason. And for whatever reason, whenever we play Dallas, it doesn't have that same energy that we have when we play against Oklahoma and San Antonio. It's important to understand that this team is a serious contender and that we approach this game like that.
But you guys are serious. This trip, 3-1, and we know what happened, how close it was to the Miami game. It really wasn't in its own way a statement, wasn't it? Even to you guys?
It was a statement for us.
Okay.
We feel trip, address it, and say, God, we can easily be 0-4 next trip, easily.
Do you feel like Miami have your number?
Yes.
All right, wrap it up, guys.
What was your sense, what was your sense of relief when you found out your folks were okay?
Oh, it's a great sense of relief. You know, today obviously is a lot of aftershocks and things like that. They're okay, so happy about that.
Thanks, guys. We're gonna cancel Blaine. Last
Lakers
question.
and Heat building up to the Bulls and Knicks of the '90s. Are they trying to do something like that?
I think it's good for the community.
You like it, yeah.